Hello each and every one of you is out here tonight. I am the Dance Alive Dancer. And I have an important something to talk about tonight. And some of you may understand it and some of you may not. But Saturday night, when I was at the Beatles concert, first of all, what I want to do is the Dance Alive wants to apologize to anybody that didn't get to see me, anybody in any way that was affected by this, in any way, shape, or form. It was not my intent to go down there and have a disaster happen. So, with that, I am going to say that in my 58 years of being alive, that's how old I am, for real. This was the worst disaster, most epic, worst in 57 years since I've been born. I don't ever remember anything being worse. And the whole thing I'm going to say with this is three things. One thing is I take full responsibility for the disaster getting to where it did, because I blame myself for ever getting to the point where this had to happen. I'm not going to say what the disaster is. It had nothing to do with anybody out there, any place, or anyone I was with. It had to do with a very personal problem. I'm not going to say who or what or anything about what it is, because that's not how Dance Alive does it. However, it was one of the most devastating days in my history. Most devastating disaster. And had I not listened to the signs, had I not followed what I was seeing in front of me, this is why I take full responsibility. None of this would have ever happened. But it's done and over. So, number one I want to say is I apologize to my fans. I apologize to other people. And some of the other stuff I need to say is there's two reasons that I believe, you know what I mean, that I should have seen this coming, because the night before, and I'm going to air this tonight, the night before, when I was getting ready for my program, which would have been Friday night, I saw something at my front door, and I believe I aired it and got whole hundreds of views out of it. It was a face. Well, here, I'm going to show it to you. But if you look real good at this face, I'm going to air you a still version of it. You'll see a woman's face, a face with hair, a face with an open mouth. And if you look at the eyes in the open mouth, it's laughing, or it's screaming or laughing or something. I had a very, very bad feeling the whole night that I seen this. It was moving like this, and like saying no or something. I have no idea what it was, but this has happened to me 3 or 4 times before in my life. It usually happens before a catastrophe happens, but I believe it was a warning to me. Now you can take this for whatever you want, but here, I'm going to show it to you. So, if you look really close at this, you'll see the face, you'll see the eyes, you'll see the open mouth, you'll see the laughing, you'll see what I'm talking about. So, that's what I'm trying to say. The second thing, you know what I mean, I was warned the very day that I got up and went not to go down there. But I went anyway. This was the last one. I take full responsibility for this disaster. And a lot of horrible things happened that night. Watch the other video. You'll see some. I got some video. I don't have no video from there. That was the Beatles concert. I have no video from there, but I do have, I arrived there at about 4:30, quarter to 5. And they were set up already for the Beatles. My intent was to dance that night. But something horrible happened instead. And I ain't gonna say what it is because it's a very deeply personal problem. Had nothing to do with anybody or fans or place or nothing. Something else. I will never conceal what it was. But I had to leave. So what I want to say, you know what I mean, is I'm very sorry for what happened. And because of this, the Dance of Life is currently shut down. Because after that, I am reviewing everything and how I do this program and everything. And there's going to be some changes made how I do this. Now, there's only actually one more left this year, and that's in September at St. Louis Art Fair, which at this point in time, I have shut down. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be doing it or not, but there's going to be some changes in how I do this because of what happened on Saturday. So, there's going to be some changes on how I affect it, how I do it, everything. I'm changing some of it around in order for this to never, ever, ever happen again. Ever. Ever happen again. That I can promise. But what I have to say right now, you know what I mean, is this was one of the worst disasters in 57 years. My entire lifetime. That includes some pretty bad disasters. This was one of the worst. I mean, I'm going to tell you this. When I got home, I had a severe drop for almost 2 days. I mean, I came back on Saturday, Sunday, almost 2 days. A drop meaning a mental collapse, completely. I had to have somebody come out to my house. I had to do the work. I'm telling you the straight truth here. It really affected me to a point where you'll never imagine. And it has changed me a lot. It has woken me up to some stuff. So, I just want to, because I was really planning on doing it. I got there, you know what I mean? I did not leave until 7 o'clock until I absolutely had to. The rest of the night turned out to be a horrific nightmare. Something that I never want to repeat. Like I said, I'm showing you some of the stuff I went to. Here's some of them. I'm not going to show you all of them because I already got them on there. And, Dance of Life is currently shut down completely. And I am working on where this never happens again, ever. This disaster, I can promise, will never happen again. Because I'm redoing how the Dance of Life is done. How I respond and stuff. I'm reworking it. I'm not going to tell what really happened. There's only 2 people in the world that knows what actually happened. I'm one of them. I'm not going to say what caused it or what happened. I'm only going to apologize for... I feel responsible for it, even though, you know what I mean, I feel responsible. Because I should have seen the signs. I should have seen the thing there that was telling me not to do this on Saturday. Which, I'll air it again if you want me to. Here we are. Well, this is pretty much all I've got to say. I do not know if I'll do the September 5th thing at the not Artist Square, but the St. Louis Art Fair. That's the last one of the season. But that's all I have to say, honey, is I want to apologize for all of this disaster. And I can promise you with the works that's going on now, it'll never, ever happen this way again. I can promise that. As the Dance of Life dancer, I wish you a wonderful day. The breath of life is a gift. Each moment is yet another opportunity to share the beauty of life with others. Thank you, and continue to love one another. Please.